Alright, hello everyone. This is an update video on my Brachypelma Emilia, who molted yesterday morning. She had a bad molt. The first day I got her about 3 months ago, when I was putting her into this enclosure over here, she needed a lot of space. I had her in something smaller, but she wasn't happy. She kept crawling up to the top, so I put her in something like this, and she actually loved it in here. But she somehow managed to get to the top, and she got her leg caught in one of these grooves in here, and somehow broke her leg. So for the past 3 months, she's been doing well. It wasn't a bad break. It broke at the cuticle on the second leg back on the right side of her body. Was broken just right at the tip where her foot hits the ground. It was broken. She did well for a while. She ate. I thought she might not be able to function, but she did fine. She ate well in here. She hunted well in there. The only problem is that she started to molt, or go into pre-molt actually, instantly. After that, and I knew that she wasn't going to have the greatest of molts because of that broken leg. I knew there was going to be some difficulties involved, but nothing. I never thought what would happen is what I'm about to tell you. Alright, so to make a long story short, she did not have a good molt. She had a bad molt. Her you can see the broken leg on the right side there, on the second leg down. It's a little hard to see it there. This leg here, I thought that was the one that came off, but it's not. That's the one that's actually a good leg that broke off the other side there. But you can see here, the leg that's bent down there, third one back, that was the one that was broken. I don't think that leg regenerated in there, but for some reason, because I thought I had pulled her leg off when I pulled this molt off. Because see, what happened was, when I saw her in there, she had already rolled over and was walking, and this molt was dragging alongside her. Her whole right side of her body, all those legs were still in there. I don't know what the complication was with that, because she has no leg. I don't think that leg regenerated at all in there. I mean, you can clearly see that she has no leg in there. It didn't regenerate at all. So it was kind of awkward for me to see her dragging us along. I couldn't understand why, and then I had to surgically remove this off. And what I did was I had to grab the other side of the legs here and kind of pull it underneath her body where this side came up, and somehow she wiggled herself out of it. She's skittish. She actually took off running and slid herself completely out. It took a few tries. It wasn't, I'm making it sound like it was fast. It was about 5 minutes of me holding on to the molt, and that's probably where I pulled this leg off here. This leg is probably what I was holding on to when I was trying to hold on to her molt and her pull off. I was not trying to use the force. I let her use her force against herself, so she pulled herself out, really. All I did was hold her and give her a little, little something to work against, but she really pulled herself out of the molt. The surgical part came with trying to basically hold her in place without hurting her, because, like I said, you never ever, if you're a beginner, touch a tarantula when it's molting, or after it's molting. So after that, I got her back into here. She was actually hiding under a piece of cork bark in this little indention down here at the bottom of this enclosure. This may seem oversized to you, but when she was walking around, she actually used this pretty well. She, most of my slings, I don't try to give them too big of an enclosure. I don't try to give them too small of an enclosure. I try to find a little sweet spot. I had to go today and get her a smaller one here because she normally moves around and she's not very active, but she just molted, so I don't expect her to be super active, but she's moving around, kicking hairs, even though she don't have many hairs to kick. But she seems to be doing okay. I had to put her in the ICU for a while, and to get her hydration back up. She almost died, so she wasn't close to death. I think she could have, survived. I mean, they're never out of the woods until they start getting back to normal, walking around and eating and doing the things that they normally do. So, but she seems to be fine. Putting her into here was a chore. She didn't want to go. Obviously, I did not want to move her when she was, after her molt, but I needed to get her in here so she can start living her life with 7 legs, and just want to keep her something a little smaller for right now until when she gets a little healthier. Then maybe I'll put her in something a little bigger. But I think she'll probably be in here for a year, maybe more, depending on how she does. So I know she likes her space, but this is gonna be good for her. She should be fine in here. And right now she's just hanging out up there. She'll get used to it. So this is an update video on my Emilia. She's doing fine. I'll send some more updates in the future on her progress. She's a special one to me. She's my favorite tarantula. You don't often go in a pet store and find a bee Emilia sitting there, but I did, and she's my favorite. Her name's Phoenix, and she's doing well. I wish her luck. Thanks for watching.